the host of Aaron's Hour, Aaron Phillips.
And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to a brand new edition of Aaron's Hour, coming to you from Virginia Beach, Virginia. I am Aaron Phillips, the voice, because if my name wasn't Aaron Phillips, the title of the show would really be stupid, wouldn't it? Anyway, as you can see, I got a full house today, folks, and I love when I got lots of guests today. Joining me today in studio, from my left, your right, I have Beverly, Jamila, and Clifton. They are all the co-founders and worker bees behind JonathanCares.org. This is a nonprofit organization named after their son, and we'll get into all the details as we progress, to help those who have food insecurities in the Hampton Roads area. And I'm going to start right off by saying thank you to Wegmans here locally for supporting this organization and being able to give out and support the folks in our neighborhood. Good morning, and thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Right, look at that. They sounded like they practiced that, didn't they, ladies and gentlemen? Anyway, so I got to be honest with you. I met Beverly and Clifton, like we had a meeting, last week, earlier this week. It seems like we've known each other forever.
It does.
So shout out to Elias Colon, who connected us. And this is the first time I'm meeting Jamila in person, although we did talk a lot about you last week when we were talking about the website. Her ears must have been burning like crazy. And so, you know, John, good morning to you back there in Vegas, by the way. How are you, my friend?
I'm outstanding. How are you?
I'm doing good. As always, I tell you to come inside so you're not outstanding. Stand inside for a change, will you?
I'm not allowed inside.
Well, when your meds kick in, they might let you in. So what's happening in Vegas? Anything exciting back there? What's your temperature this week, by the way?
Actually, yeah, it's freezing, man. We've dropped down to 68, and you can see I got my long johns on.
Yeah, you're bundled up there.
Yeah, I have to go outside later. So
right,
you know.
We actually had all four seasons here yesterday. It was a little chilly in the morning. We got up to about 70, and then by like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, we started dropping down. We lost like 20 degrees by the evening. And this morning, I don't know if you saw my picture on Facebook, but it was rather foggy out here. We had thick pea soup to drive around in, and I'm talking about maybe 100 yards from the length of my car as far as visibility was concerned. So, but it's burned off now. It's really nice out, and we should be looking at 70 the next couple of days. Maybe a little rain, but temperatures are warming up here as well. So, any headlines out there in Vegas you care to share?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a matter of fact,
go ahead and share them.
So there's a gas station right down the street from my house that I buy all my gas from.
Yeah.
So in the last week, the gas price has jumped 91 cents a gallon.
91 cents here.
I filled up a week ago Friday.
Right.
And this morning it had gone actually 90.5 cents or 90.9 cents. So
let's just round it to $1, shall we, please?
Yeah, it's just never mind.
The station I gas up in the last 4 days went up like 50 or 60 cents also. So it's
it's been going up like 20, 22, 18 cents every couple of days. So
it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I tell you, it's terrible. Charles Barkley lives. Okay. Thank you, John.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Anyway, so as I was saying, I've known these guys barely a week, but their cause and their story is one that is very important to be shared. Not only so much about the people that they help, because you guys help a ton of people over 9 years that the organization's been around, but more importantly, the backstory, which we'll get to in a little bit, right after you know what. It's time for Vegas Unwrapped 2.0.
With a nod to the past and an eye to the future, here is Aaron Phillips with Vegas Unwrapped 2.0.
All righty, welcome back. All right, so as always, this is the time of the show where I like to share some good news and get my teeth working with my mouth so I don't go shur. All right, so hey, John, you guys had a casino implosion there yesterday or the day before, right? The Cannery, Eastside Cannery.
Eastside Cannery, yep.
Wow, that place was shuttered ever since COVID. It never reopened.
Yeah, it's been shut down. So I don't know what they're going to put up there next, but probably another casino or a parking lot.
What? I had actually, the article that I read, actually, they're talking about that they may sell it for residential housing. They may put some homes and stuff over there.
Okay.
It's right down the street from Samstown, for those who
Yeah.
are familiar with Samstown
Yep.
on the east side of Vegas. Thursday morning, 2 a.m. On the 5th. And the explosion, the implosion, John, was not open to the public. But I don't know how that's possible, how it's not open to the public when people can stand around from anywhere and watch the stupid thing.
I know. And
But-
you know, I mean, there's homes all around that area.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you going to do? You're going to put up
Make them
big
close their
screens
eyes?
and-
Yeah. Right. Close your eyes now. Don't watch. Okay, we won't watch. I promise we won't watch. Came down in 4 seconds. The building went down in 4 seconds. And
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
yeah,
The
exactly.
building codes out there in East Vegas weren't that great when it was put up. So
That's true. Have you guys ever seen
somebody
it?
probably just
Have you
slammed
ever
the
seen
door
it?
too hard and the whole
I bet
thing
you probably have.
collapsed.
In the military, probably, right? Yeah. Clifton is military, just like you are, John. And he's experienced building collapses, but not like we're talking about. We're talking about implosions for buildings that are just not reopening. But the East Side Cannery,
I have a sticker on my fridge that says U.S. Marine Corps when it absolutely positively needs to be destroyed overnight.
God. What branch again did you serve in?
Navy.
Navy. Oh, this would be like Chief and you all over again.
Yeah.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
I just want to say thanks for the rides, man.
Yeah, just so one of the guys I used to do my wrestling podcast with, Thoughts Count Anywhere, which is on Saturdays. It's still on the air, but with the time difference. Anyway, so one of the co-hosts, we call him Chief because he was Chief in the Navy. So before we go on the air, the two of these guys, they'd be slinging mud at each other. And I'm just sitting there going, really, guys? So with you being in the Navy and Chief being in the Navy, it's like old home week between you and me.
The one thing that you have to know, though, is he and I may go at it, but nobody else better get involved because they're dead meat, right?
You got it.
Right.
Oh, my Lord. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, the implosion of the East Side Cannery. Yes, casinos go down in Vegas. Like people drop $20 bills on slot machines. I mean, it happens all the time. So Steve Krupe, who is a former Las Vegas reporter known as the Demolition Guy, has witnessed 23 demolitions over the years in Vegas. And he was asked, where did this one rank? So you can go on to Facebook. It's out there. It's on social media. He says, quote, I would rank it definitely in the bottom 6 or 7, just because, there was no real story here to the casino, no fanfare, not a lot of pizzazz, no fireworks, but it was kind of beautiful. It's not like it was one of the casinos on the Strip that have history, because I believe, if memory serves, this hotel, as a matter of fact, it says right here, only opened in 2008, which for a casino in Las Vegas is nothing. The fact it was only open it was open less than that, like 13 years, and then it's been closed the last 5 since COVID. So he was not impressed with that. And so, you know what? If he wasn't impressed, I wasn't impressed. And I know that's nowhere near making it. Okay. Hey, casinos are becoming a dime a dozen over there in Las Vegas. But here in our part of the country, we like to play like lottery tickets and the peel-offs and the scratch-offs. Then Virginia got a ton of the scratch off and tickets you could buy. Plus, you can also do stuff online, right? VirginiaLottery.com, I believe. And again, I have to tip my cap to the state of Virginia, because winnings, portions of proceeds, if not all the proceeds for all the lottery sales, go to education, K-12. So Nevada, are you listening up there? I know the casinos have you all back there by the you-know-whats, but let's get some money into education. All right. But a woman in Mineral, Virginia. Yes, Mineral is a city in Virginia. Do you know that?
No.
I got one yes. And
I heard of it.
oh, you have. Okay, good. All right, I'll side with you, Clifton. So a Mineral, Virginia woman. Her name is Heather Ratliff. So she logged on around 9 p.m. on this particular day to play a game called The Lamp, which she described as her go-to game to chill out. During the session, she continued playing and winning, and ultimately accumulated a top prize of $281,672, according to Virginia lottery officials. When Ratliff realized how much she had won, she ran from her room yelling. Her mother initially thought something was wrong before learning the news. All right.
Wow.
Ratliff, who works in sales in the construction industry, said she plans to use the winnings to pay off debt. And again, portions of those proceeds go to education. So congratulations to the state and education, as well as Heather. Heather, if you're adopting, my wife would be happy to sell me for a few dollars if you got a few extra. All right, congratulations to that. And here's another one, Powerball, almost. I'll get one of these in eventually. Powerball, you guys know Powerball, right? That's the big ticket. Well, the $200,000 Powerball ticket winner was sold somewhere in our state this past week. There was a drawing this past Wednesday. Did you guys play? Maybe it's one of you.
I wish. Did you not play, Baldy?
I bet it was her. But she's just sitting back there. Okay. We do have a guest here in the studio, which we'll have these guys introduce who she is, because no one is unscathed on my show. Whether you come on in front or behind the camera, we're going to at least give you a shout out. All right. Okay. So where was I? Oh, Powerball ticket worth $200,000 was sold here in Virginia. According to lottery officials, the ticket matched 4 of the 5 white ball numbers and the Powerball number, which also included the Power Play option, increasing the price to $200,000. So I'm going to give you the winning numbers. So pull out your tickets if you haven't checked them yet. 7, 14, 42, 47, and 56 with a Powerball number of 6. The estimated jackpot for the drawing was only a cool 20 mil with a cash value of 9.4 million. Lottery officials have not yet announced where in Virginia the winning ticket was sold or whether the prize has been claimed. So check your tickets again. 7, 14, 42, 47, 56, and a Powerball number of 6. And I know this much. It wasn't me, because otherwise I wouldn't be here talking to you. Anyway, doggone it. All right. One more announcement. I love a company here in the Virginia Beach by the name of Seven Skies. Will Bowes, love your brother since for the last number of years. Since I've been here, we've been friends, and he met my wife Eileen while she was help supporting the Chesapeake Kiwanis Club. Seven Skies is a adult beverage cocktail drink company. They make them in the cans. You can get them in Taste. You can get them in 7-Up. You get them all over. Well, on behalf of this company and Will and Company, now you can find Seven Skies in Wegmans all across Virginia. 4 flavors. So you get 4 flavors, and as they say, endless vibe and no bubbles. Raspberry Cosmopolitan. It's a bold raspberry with a little citrus twist. Fuzzy Navel, show-stopping juicy peach and bright orange. This is my favorite. The Bali Rum Trader. Tropical banana, pineapple, and coconut island vibes. And Passion Rum Punch, vibrant passion fruit with a smooth rum finish. Next grocery run, make it a cocktail run. So good job, Will. Congratulations. Seven Skies, named after the 7 cities of Hampton Roads. And they've only been around for about 3 years or so. He's up and down the coast. So if you're up in the Boston area or if you're down in Florida, you can find Seven Skies on the shelf as well. All right. Before we go to break, I have a new sponsor that I'd like to share their information. We're going to do live reads for this company. Let's see. If you're serious about building wealth and protecting your money and scaling your business, you need strategy, not just a tax preparer. Laurel Brushingham, CEO of Elite Financial Service LLC, and her team love to help individuals and entrepreneurs build financially elite lifestyles. They specialize in personal and corporate taxes, including S Corps and C Corps, strategic tax planning, bookkeeping, credit repair, business credit building, proper business structuring, and secure real business funding. And for those ready to step into the industry, they teach taxes and provide professional tax software nationwide. To meet with Elite, call the following number, 757-717-2411. That's 757-717-2411 at Elite Financial Services. We don't just file taxes, we build financial power. With that, don't go anywhere. Aaron Zara with this crew. We'll be right back.
Men, are you disappointing your partner in the bedroom? Let's cut to the chase. Are you suffering from erectile dysfunction? 50% of men between the ages of 40 to 70 experience some form of ED. If you are experiencing ED, there is help without pills or needles to even worry about. Coastal 757 Aesthetics has new technology for men called Apex RF. Apex RF is a modern, non-invasive treatment that uses radio frequency to strengthen tissue from the inside out, resulting in better blood flow to the penis and a happier life partner. Call Coastal 757 Aesthetics at 757-481-4036 for a free consultation. That's 757-481-4036. Coastal 757 Aesthetics. Care for all phases of life.
Have you ever wanted to dress like a Hall of Fame broadcaster but didn't know where to begin? In 2018, Aaron Phillips was inducted in the Las Vegas Entertainers Hall of Fame, and The Voice was born. Aaron has been part of many successful podcast programs, and branding those programs plays a vital role. Visit thevoice.qbstores.com and order the latest embroidered products featuring the logos of many of Aaron's shows. Discounts and flat shipping rates are available on all orders, regardless of quantity, on men's, women's, and kids' apparel, and many accessories. Visit thevoice.qbstores.com and let Aaron's voice speak to you.
It's not just you're here for 2 years and you're gone. It's you have a community, you have a network.
It doesn't matter where you came from or what you've done in the past. Everybody has the same opportunity here.
The financial resources, the community aspect of it, really important for your first 2 years of college. And you get that at TCC.
You know, we take family real serious here at TCC. We're a community, hence Topwater Community College.
Peace, Love, and Little Donuts originated in Pittsburgh 15 years ago. Now you can enjoy these little cake donuts right here in Virginia Beach, located at 2105 Princess Anne Road. We have over 60 different toppings to choose from in quantities of 2, 6, 12, and 36. We can take care of any catering needs, such as weddings, business meetings, or Super Bowl party. Call us at 757-301-3564 and let us know what donuts will make your event even groovier. Do a show. Hi, welcome back to Aaron's Hour. That's what you got to love live stuff for. Thank you to all of our sponsors there. Peace, Love, and Little Donuts, Cricket down here in Virginia Beach. Of course, TCC, From Here Grow Anywhere. Buy my stuff. That's what that other commercial was. You know, it's okay if you do. All right. And of course, Elite Financial Services, Laurel, thank you very much. All right. Now, joining me officially, JonathanCares.org. These are the powers that be behind it, Beverly, Jamila, and Clifton. And I'll let them share I've got their bios, folks, but you know what? It's better to hear from them. So welcome and thank you for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. So let's talk about, first of all, your roles within the foundation. What are your titles? What are your roles? And then we'll break down the backstory.
So I'm Beverly Zimmerman Wright, and I am Vice President and co-founder of Jonathan Cares.
Okay.
I am Jamila Zimmerman, and I am a lot of different things.
Depends on the day, what hat you wear.
Depends on the day, how I help, and so my title is just open.
Chief Cook and Bottle Wash, as they like to say, right?
Yeah. She is treasurer and co-founder.
Okay, gotcha.
I just want to add
that.
Gotcha. The formal title,
nice. Right?
And then whatever else everybody else says you need to do, right? Clifton.
I am Clifton. I am supposedly the president. I am the president of Jonathan Cares. Wear multiple hats, do a lot of everything. So we're just one big team doing a whole lot of small things on a large scale.
Right on. And who's your photographer in studio with us today?
This is.
See how I stuck that? She's sitting there all coy. She's like, but I warned her, did I not?
You did.
Okay. All right.
So that is Courtney Matthews over there. And so she helps us out too. She helps a lot she's really good at AI. So she helps a lot with flyers and different things.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, you and I may need to talk afterwards too. You may have to spread your wings a little bit as well. Today, she's also photographer here in the studio because an overhaul and some upgrading to the website's going to be done eventually, right?
It is.
But the great news is, and this is what I want to talk to you about later on, is after our time together, Eli and I kind of sat back down, and because of our discussion last week, we've come up with a whole game plan to help nonprofits based on that one meeting we had together. Anyway, all right, so let's talk about Jonathan Cares. Whoever would like to jump in and share their story, talk about who Jonathan is, why the foundation, because of Jonathan, and then we'll get into exactly what the foundation does in more detail after that. So who'd like to address that? Everybody's turning to you for some reason. Her neck almost broke.
I know.
You.
Did you see that?
That's right.
Well, thank you, Jamila. Well, of course, Jonathan is one of my favorite subjects to talk about.
Of course.
Jonathan is my son, okay? And Jonathan was born in December of 1998. And what happened is he was born early, okay? And once he was born, he didn't get oxygen at birth. So that created a whole thing of problems, okay? Mm-hmm. So we spent 14 months in Children's Hospital.
Okay.
We came
home
here in Columbia, South Carolina.
In South Carolina.
Yes. So we came home. Yeah, that's our little baby. He was about 3 days on life support. When we came home, he came home on full life support, and we had the ventilator, pulse ox machine, the we had all the equipment.
Mhm.
Okay. And we were like a little moving hospital everywhere we went. So we took him
MASH
to.
had nothing on you guys.
Oh,
Right?
they didn't. All across in rags, they did not have anything on us. And we did a lot of different things. We even went on one of her field trips. She was in elementary school. We went on one of her field trips in Charleston, South
Oh, wow.
Carolina. We took
Okay.
him to. I was PTA president, so whatever we had, we brought him along too.
That was normal life at that point, right?
That's our family.
Okay.
That's a picture when he first laid on his stomach, which they said he never would.
Okay. How old was he there about?
He was about 2.
2. Okay.
Right there, he was a little over 3 years old.
Okay.
And so with
Rocking the shades,
Jonathan,
Yeah,
we
we were
had,
riding.
oh yeah,
He was-
We was riding.
we had a rocking life.
Mhm.
We loved taking care of him.
Mhm.
And part of what we wanted to do, and the reason why we took him everywhere, whether it was a movie theater, wherever we went,
Mhm.
is because we also wanted people to know that there are people in our world just like Jonathan who are just as deserving of their family, who
Mhm.
are just as deserving to go to the movies,
Mhm.
who are just as deserving to be loved.
Right.
They don't have to always be locked away in an institution, but also to let families know that you can do this.
Right.
You can do this just as we can do it. We were taught very well how to deal with a life and death situation if it were to come to that.
Mhm.
But the one thing that people can't teach you is how to love someone. And we love Jonathan from the heart.
I mean, that was your family. Whether you have a child like that or not, everybody has their own family unit made up of whatever. It could be divorced parents. That's your family unit when the kids are here and that, whatever it is. Your family unit just relied on some extra medical equipment. I mean, so the fact that you did not allow that to curtail your family of being able to be a family and do what normal families would do on a Sunday morning, to go to church, to go to a movie, to go to the food store, to go to the park, it didn't matter. So I think, you know, in this day and age, the fact that that didn't curtail you all to live as your family unit, I think that speaks volumes with all unto itself, just as a motivating factor. As a sister, though, what was it like to have a family member, a brother like that in your family?
Honestly, it didn't really feel, I guess, different to me.
Mhm.
It felt very normal because my parents did a really good job of making everything feel normal. So
Okay.
I still had friends come over. I still didn't listen to them when they would tell me to wash my hands before I go in there. I'm going in there anyway.
Well, that's right. I think I heard that part of the story last week.
Yeah.
She was coming home from school, and I always told her to wash her hands, and she never
She
did.
told me
She
that
just,
bad.
I got that part of the story last
Yeah,
week.
and I really enjoy having
But that's
a little
okay.
brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a joy too. Like, it was a lot of fun. He was just really overcoming a lot of barriers. So
Sure.
it wasn't even like having a sick sibling. It
Right.
was like having a sibling they thought would be sick, and he was just kind of like, but I'm not sick.
Okay.
So it was honestly like a really awesome
For him, that was normal. That was his
Mhm.
life. He didn't know any different. He lived it as normal as could be, right?
Mhm.
All right, Dad, how about you? What was it like to have a son?
Wonderful.
Like
a lot
that.
of traveling for me because I was stationed here in Virginia and they were in South Carolina.
Right,
so
right.
for 14 months almost, I drove back and forth to South Carolina every week. So
Okay.
I got into a routine and it was just a routine.
It was what it was, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And, when I got there, she slept, rested up
Mm-hmm.
because, sometimes it was a conflict with nursing and
Sure,
things like that.
sure.
And,
Yeah,
but
there were
we-
some parts of that I don't
Yeah.
think you could have handled.
so we kind of put it all together and came up with a plan and
Mhm.
we wrote it out and we made it work.
Right on.
You know?
Did you have other family members chip in to help too? I mean, was there other family in the area that provided support, or was it just you as a nucleus to
Well,
take
I
care
would
of
say
family?
my father he totally did not like that fact that Jonathan had equipment.
Okay.
And he would say it just
Was he in that big family picture that we
Yes.
saw?
Mhm.
John, can you put that family picture back up with the whole family in that real formal looking like 1960s pose? That's the one.
my father over
That's
there.
the father on the
And then
on
my
your right.
mother is behind him.
In the red shirt there.
Mhm.
Okay.
And that's my sister between my mom and I.
Okay.
And then my niece Alicia, my niece Courtney.
Gotcha.
But my father did not like the idea that he would be on equipment. Now my mother, who was afraid of everything, those two took CPR and passed. So they saved the dummy. So we needed people to be able to take
Did you just say save the dummy?
They saved the dummy and they passed CPR.
Oh my
So we
goodness
needed
gracious.
people to
Sure.
be able to take CPR
Sure.
because the hospital said, you know, when you go home, you got to have 2 people in the house. You got to have this, you got to have that. You got to have so many people CPR certified. You got to do all these different requirements that they had. So, you know, I had to drag my parents in to get CPR certified. And my poor mother, who was so afraid of the dummy, but she learned how to save the dummy. So we had family to chip in. They would drive an hour and a half to Columbia to come and see us and hang out with us. And when Jonathan was first in the hospital, they kept Jamila for me until we officially moved to Columbia. So we had some family members that would come from far and near and come in and try to help us. But we also created family with the medical specialist, our pediatrician. You know, they told us it would be so difficult to find a pediatrician, but we found Dr. Greenhouse, Dr. Deborah Greenhouse. And listen, she did home visits. So she came every month, at least once a month, and then she would come as many times as we needed her. But also she would call every week, checking in on her patient. You know, even the dentist, he would come and he wore these little funky little shorts, you know. So he would sit on the floor with these funky shorts on and check out Jonathan's
I have so
teeth.
many questions right now in my head, but I'm not going to let any of them come out right now.
So he
About
would be
funky
like,
shorts.
he said, I see Jonathan is getting a little spot on his tooth. So somebody is giving him candy.
Uh-oh.
So
The evidence was found.
Yeah, the evidence was
Who
found.
was that culprit?
It was the speech therapist.
Oh,
because they were trying to teach him to speak and other things and all of that.
Sure.
So they was enticing him with candy.
Wow.
Right? So
we created a few other family members too. We had our neighbor next
Sly.
door,
Miss Dickerson.
who was okay. Miss
She's
Dickerson,
escaping.
Right.
She's running.
She was in her
70s when we met her.
Wow.
And she was raising her granddaughter who was my age. So then me and her became friends. So she would come over and like watch me and Jonathan and Jasmine.
Sure.
And then my babysitter from down there, she also came to Miss Ann. Love her so much.
And we still
still talk to her.
We just visited Miss Ann.
But you can't help. And Jonathan's been gone how many years now?
He died in 03.
Okay, so we're talking 23
I don't
years.
like to count the years.
No. I didn't ask you.
just so
I just
hard.
asked you to give me a number.
Okay.
You gave me a number.
All
That's
right,
all I asked
all
for.
right, all right, all right.
I'm not, listen, I promise I'm not going to make you cry today.
Okay, because he
I
had me
promised my wife.
crying.
I know I did.
You
By
made me
accident,
cry.
though. I did.
I'm holding back the tears.
But after his short existence, though powerful as it was for the number of years that he was here, there's no question that all the units you talked about, you can't help but become a family.
Right.
Okay, now we kind of have the same thing, and I'm not comparing my father-in-law to Jonathan because my father-in-law is 93. You know, he's got your typical issues at that age. But the people from Comfort Care here in Virginia Beach, called the Cheap Plug, okay, we become family with them. All the caretakers, 24/7. You can't help. You're asking these strangers initially
to love
to love unconditionally the most important thing in your life, and that's a family member. And so you can't help but still be friends and still be connected with some of these people. And that's I think normal to still have that bond because they have something in common with you, and that is sharing the love with a loved one who's no longer with us. However, in 2019, y'all made a very important decision to make sure that Jonathan's legacy continues. So how did this? So are you the thrust behind this idea?
So not technically.
Not technically.
Yeah.
What happened was
they were already doing different things and helping the community and doing that for years. And so I
on behalf of Jonathan.
On behalf of Jonathan,
okay, gotcha.
and in his memory, because my
Sure.
mom, growing up, we always were trying, after he passed, trying to figure out ways to continue to live for him and to do things in his honor. So I became a registered nurse for that reason. Yeah, that's why that was my way of trying to help people like my family.
Gotcha.
And then they were like, oh, we want to help the community and help those that are having a hard time. And so it initially started with trying to find people that were similar to our family with children with special needs and different things like that. And then you just realize like, oh, there are a lot of people that need help. So we're just going to help everybody instead. And so I made a suggestion one day.
Careful
and I
what you wish for.
You guys should make this a nonprofit so that you can get additional income in to help you fund your mission. And
the only
then
way you'll
they decide.
Oh, I see. So this is what we call planting the seed. Somebody comes along and fertilizes it.
Yeah, that's it. So that's how it came about.
But it became a family thing though. Okay. And that was 2019, right? If memory serves.
Yes.
Right. That's when you registered or when you officially started working the nonprofit? I know 2019 is what's on the website. Is that when it became active?
But that's when we actually the day we submitted that paperwork.
Gotcha. Okay.
But we were already working. Our
Gotcha.
boots were already on the ground.
Boots were on the ground.
They were already on the ground.
They weren't just made for walking.
Nope, they was on the ground already.
What is going on? All right. Sorry, I'm monitoring the chat room. So it may look like I'm disconnecting, but I'm communicating in the chat room with people. So, all right. So 2019. Now, what other thing were you doing other things to help the community besides the food side? The food donations? I mean, I'm going to let Clifton answer because I want people to realize he's here to answer questions too.
Okay.
I promised him I'd let him speak every once in a while.
We previously had owned a small restaurant. And,
You had a
pizza
pizzeria,
shop
right? Down on the waterfront.
in Virginia Beach. And before that, I did disaster relief with CBN.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of propelled us in the direction we wanted to go in.
Okay.
Because I had seen so much, not just
Sure.
in the military, but
Just
everyday
life.
life in America.
Sure.
You know, how you can wake up today with a house and sunset is a slab of concrete because tornado, hurricane, or something has come through and wiped you out. And the feeling of losing everything, I don't know how it feels. Is what I should tell people.
Right.
I'm here. I don't know what you're going through.
Right.
But I'm here.
Right.
However I can help, I can help.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand what you're feeling
Emotionally or
emotionally because I've never lived through anything of that nature. So
Right.
what, it got us into saying, okay, man, there's people really hurting that the news show you, but it doesn't dig in the back door.
Right.
Where the people are really, really hurting at.
Right.
It shows you a great grand scale, but the small scale is when you really get in the neighborhoods and people who've worked 30 years, 40 years for something and it's gone.
Right.
Now they got to figure out, where do I go from here? So as a part of the team from CBN, Operation Blessing, we should just offer whatever we had and try to find out information that could help people. But once that took off and I left there, we opened a small pizzeria. We closed that, and then we just decided, okay, it's all out war, and we're just trying to feed and help people through, whatever tragedy or whatever misfortune, that we can help with.
Right on. And now with Jonathan Cares, not only are you continuing to help people in dire needs, but also as a way for Jonathan's legacy to always carry on, and you're serving through Jonathan, basically.
Exactly.
Yes.
Through his heart as well. All right, we're going to come back and continue the story. We're going to find out how they partnered with Wegmans and all that they do and how they get their distribution out. On the other side, I got to pay some bills, so it's time for some more messages. So you're watching Aaron's Hour. JonathanCares.org. During the commercial break, if you want to open up another tab, click that in there and see what they're all about. Please do so. You're watching Aaron's Hour. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after that.
Have you ever wanted to dress like a Hall of Fame broadcaster, but didn't know where to begin? In 2018, Aaron Phillips was inducted in the Las Vegas Entertainers Hall of Fame, and The Voice was born. Aaron has been part of many successful podcast programs, and branding those programs plays a vital role. Visit thevoice.qbstores.com and order the latest embroidered products featuring the logos of many of Aaron's shows. Discounts and flat shipping rates are available on all orders, regardless of quantity, on men's, women's, and kids' apparel, and many accessories. Visit thevoice.qbstores.com and let Aaron's voice speak to you.
Peace, love, and little donuts originated in Pittsburgh 15 years ago. Now you can enjoy these little cake donuts right here in Virginia Beach, located at 2105 Princess Anne Road. We have over 60 different toppings to choose from in quantities of 2, 6, 12, and 36. We can take care of any catering needs, such as weddings, business meetings, or Super Bowl party. Call us at 757-301-3564 and let us know what donuts will make your event even groovier.
Men, are you disappointing your partner in the bedroom? Let's cut to the chase. Are you suffering from erectile dysfunction? 50% of men between the ages of 40 to 70 experience some form of ED. If you are experiencing ED, there is help without pills or needles to even worry about. Coastal 757 Aesthetics has new technology for men called Apex RF. Apex RF is a modern, non-invasive treatment that uses radio frequency to strengthen tissue from the inside out, resulting in better blood flow to the penis and a happier life partner. Call Coastal 757 Aesthetics at 757-481-4036 for a free consultation. That's 757-481-4036. Coastal 757 Aesthetics. Care for all phases of life.
Hi, welcome back to Aaron's Hour. I don't think that would be a good mix. You know, I was like, we'll have it over here. Rabbi, you want to talk about? No, I don't think so. Okay. Hi, welcome back to Aaron's Hour. Okay, so let's talk about the food distribution. Obviously, I shouldn't say obviously. I presume, well, I know the answer to the question, so I'm kind of setting it up this way. You're not going out buying food to distribute.
No.
You obviously have a great partner in Wegmans. So that's one of the other reasons why I mentioned Seven Skies, because it's another plug for Wegmans, because they are a big supporter of what you do. Talk about how that came about, what they provide to you, and how you guys distribute to those in need.
So the way that it came about,
It's a three-part question.
I'm like,
she's playing
like,
ping pong.
everybody look at it. I should let Jamila answer. But okay. So the thing about Wegmans, and we absolutely love Wegmans.
Mm-hmm.
We love them because they put intentional effort in what they do.
Absolutely.
Okay. So we've been actually partnering with Wegmans since before they actually opened.
Okay.
So before they opened, we were there picking up all of the sweets.
Mm-hmm.
So we would be like, well, here comes the diabetes man.
Yeah, the other day, wait a minute. The other day they messaged me. We just made a food pickup and we got a ton of ice cream.
Yeah.
And we got to get somewhere fast
Yeah, we
before it
gotta
melts in
move
the car.
fast.
Like ice cream.
So yeah, Wegmans is off the chain.
Absolutely.
So we would tell the seniors when we would take these sweets.
Okay.
Now don't eat all these all day long. Now you got to eat it in proportion. Okay.
Nothing like seniors
So
in
here
the
we
sugar
got
coma.
we got a whole bunch of sweets.
Did
but
they send test strips with you for diabetes tests?
Not a
Not-
strip.
not a strip.
We needed some.
They didn't care. They just wanted to
'cause
send them
we
off.
had. Can you imagine a van full of sweets? But then after that, they were just testing the bake shop.
Sure.
And so once they opened and got into full swing,
right?
We start recovering all types of food, whether it's cut up fruit,
Mm-hmm.
it could be whole fruits, there's lots of different vegetables, them that we've never seen before, but also we're getting a lot of great meats. And what I like about them is that they give the best cuts of meats, all the best pieces of meats for people to eat. And that makes us happy because everybody can't afford a piece of Wagyu steak.
Right.
Because the last time I checked, neither can I. But I like to have something like that. We want to have stuff like that to be able to give people and explain to them how to cook it and what to put it with.
Well, and it makes them feel good that they didn't ask to be in the situation that they're in, right? And they're not getting just the leftovers, so to speak.
Right.
They're getting quality that Wegmans is
Very
giving.
much so.
So I think that's important for their psyche as well as yours as the
Yes.
provider as well.
But also, people need something other than crackers and peanut butter and tuna fish. They need something else.
Absolutely.
And they just need something else.
Right.
And so with Wegmans, they give, and when we get the stuff, it's not all flipped upside down.
Right.
It's not looking like it was sour last week ago.
Mhm.
It is actually in very good condition because they're intentional.
Sure.
The things that are not in the best shape to give to a human,
Mhm.
they send those to the farms for
Right.
the animals because the animals don't care.
Right.
And then they also do composting.
Mhm.
So they're doing the whole gamut to be able to, and it's not like we all are climate activists, but come on now, we're going to keep all that stuff out of the landfill because sometimes the boxes may not have ever even been open.
Sure.
So if we can take that product, what people call corporate trash, take the products and give it to the people who are in need.
Sure.
That helps us all. But Wegmans is one of the best community partners that we have ever had.
Mhm.
We appreciate the way that they treat us. We appreciate the fact that they care for us just like we care for them.
Absolutely.
And just a couple of years ago, we did a thing on Ashley Smith's Making the Mark. That's what I'm trying to spit out. And
She'll talk faster. You
Right,
all just
I
listen a
will.
little slower. It'll
Yeah,
make
just listen
sense.
a little slower to me. But we put that on television to
Sure.
talk about our relationship with our community partner.
Right.
Because we want people to know that if you live in this area, go support Wegmans because they are donating food every day to support this community.
The rest of the community.
You
There's
know?
a Wegmans right around the corner from our studio
It
here.
is.
And I have to share a light story about Wegmans. Listen, folks, if you haven't figured out by now, when you watch my show, this is like a cat chasing the red light. I go all over the place. So in Vegas, they didn't have Wegmans. Okay. So Wegmans is, I mean, we knew of Wegmans, but anyway. So my wife and I and my daughter from New Jersey was visiting, and they needed to run into Wegmans right around the corner from here. And I'm a very simple guy. I'm a very routine guy. Like if I go to my local Harris Teeter or Food Line, I know what aisle I need everything is in.
Right.
Well, somebody decided to spruce up Wegmans with more stuff in it than you know what to do with.
Yes.
And the first time I walked in, there was like on a weekend, and it was jam packed. And I felt like I was walking through New York City.
It is an experience.
Yes.
It's not a grocery shop.
No.
It's an experience.
No, and I wanted to experience to get my butt out of there because it was overwhelming to the positive because
Yes,
they do
very well.
give you a ton of variety and things. But I walked in there, it's like I couldn't wait to get out of here because I'm like, the aisles are this big and you're trying to but now when my wife needs something, what's the store I run into because it's on my way home? Because now I know where things are. I have my little Wegmans bag in the back so I don't get
Okay,
charged
that's
for the
your
bag.
bag.
How to buy a bag.
Okay.
But no, Wegmans, for the first experience, it can be very overwhelming, but that's because they give you variety. And that's where the benefit is for what you guys do, because they do offer so much. And the stuff that doesn't move, that's within 24 hours, is still good.
Still good.
It's just that they have to rotate their stock. And in lieu of, like you said, of it just going to compost or whatever, it's being used to, what was the word you used? That with intention? They donate with intention.
Yes, they
right?
donate with intention.
But anyway, I just had to share that about Wegmans because it's my
But,
show and I can.
I also would like to say this about Wegmans.
Yes.
They also provide non-food items.
Yes.
You know, whether it's like deodorant, toothpaste, or it could be toilet paper,
Sure.
paper towel, cups,
Non-perishable
whatever it is.
stuff. Yeah.
So they provide other kind of products that we can give
Right.
to the community as well.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you, Wegmans. Good job. So go
Thank
out
you,
and
Wegmans.
support Wegmans. And all right, jonathancares.org is the website. Now, like most nonprofits, you had that little button, which I believe on your website is yellow, that
Being
says
yellow,
donate.
yeah.
See, I did study your website. Jamila's like, good, I dare you. What color was it? Click that donate button because the funds that you raise go to what?
Well, the funds that we raise, it goes directly into operations. We don't have anybody on our staff right now that makes a salary. So all of this work, everybody is a volunteer. Anybody on the staff, they're all volunteers. So right now we are operating a 26-foot box truck that was donated to us 2 years ago.
Okay.
Well, that truck has to be able to run. And let me tell you, let me go back some. So now in November, the truck had to go in the shop. My heart was about to jump out my chest. And let me tell you, the people that had the truck, when we finally got the total bill, because first bill, it was like $5,500, right? So they said, we're going to give you all a little discount, okay? And then they figured out, okay, well, you need a brake job too. So the actual total bill would have been over $6,700. Now, for a major nonprofit, they can go in their arsenal and stroke a check. But for a grassroots organization, hello, we are trying to get the money for the fuel. So we really had to scramble. We had to use U-Hauls in order to pick up our food donations. And this is Thanksgiving, so stuff is ramping up.
Sure.
And people,
It's the height of the year.
Yes,
for donations.
everybody is calling. Do you have this? Do you have this?
Right.
Sister so-and-so needs some, and this person needs this. So we felt like we were on fire, trying to make something happen. And we were trying to raise funding. We were trying to remind the people. So we don't have a large staff of people to say that they can do the fundraising. They can let the community know exactly what we need. But thankfully for us, the person who donated the truck said, well, they can chip in up to a certain amount.
Sure, help offset
and then,
some of the costs.
Yes, and then the people that had the truck, the mechanics, which they are nationally recognized, y'all. But
You want to give them a plug where you had to work on? Give them a plug.
Yes, it's Norfolk Truck Center, right? Norfolk Truck Center over off of Tidewater Drive. I want to thank them for doing a great job.
There you go.
But they also gave us a good discount up to what the donor could pay. So
Okay.
that really helped us.
Absolutely.
It really helped us. And I want to thank Speedline Car Club for helping us to pay for those U-Haul rentals.
Speaking, that's a good.
Yes.
That's what's called a segue in the industry, folks. John,
Hire
put up
me.
the flyer, please. There you go.
Just hire me.
Just,
I got a good
I'll double
segue.
your current salary.
Yeah,
How's
thank
that?
you.
There you go.
Double
All
my
right.
salary.
Double or nothing.
I'll do
Double
all
or
the
nothing.
segues, right?
That's okay. There you go. There's the flyer. Talk about it.
Okay, so
See, we came prepared.
yes,
That's why I asked for it,
yeah,
so we could show it
thank you
on my website.
Yes,
on the promo.
You're right.
Go ahead and talk about
I
it.
love it.
What are you waiting for?
Okay,
Go.
I'm with it. All right, so Speedline Elite Car Show is coming up in May on the 23rd of this year. May.
It's a good thing we're showing this so you know
Yes,
where it
because,
is,
you know,
huh?
okay, y'all, let me get it. All right. And this is going to be an experience of a lifetime. We want y'all to come and experience
Where are
the
they doing
evolution.
it, by the way? Where are they doing it?
So
Where?
it's going to
Because
be
on this flyer it doesn't say where,
it's not
and it
on the-
doesn't say on the other one either.
it's supposed to be on the flyer. All right, so I'll get back to you on that.
It's out
But
of TCC in Virginia.
yeah, see here.
Oh, it's at the Tidewater
You
Community
gotta
College
ask him.
campus.
Yes, it's at-
What? Ask
You
him.
gotta ask him.
Well, you know. All right. So
let me
which is
tell you-
great. See, if I'd known that, then
You
I
would
could have
have-
tied
you
that
would
in
have-
with TCC with my
Yes,
sponsor. Thank
yes,
you, TCC.
Yes, TCC.
All right. So go ahead.
So
Keep
let
going.
me
Now
tell
that we
you
know
about
where
that.
it is.
So this is
It's in Virginia
Yeah,
Beach on
you
Princess
know-
Anne Road,
yes,
right?
okay.
Yeah, I know
So
where it
this
is.
you know?
I do know
Okay.
where it is.
So this is the 32nd
This is too easy, isn't
anniversary.
it?
All right, for Speedline
36 what is it?
Elite.
Yes.
32nd anniversary.
Would you like me to blow the screen up so you can see it
Yes,
better?
because I got to be able to find this stuff. Okay, because you see me leaning, right?
We do have a good time here, no matter how serious our topic is. Bottom line is, scan that QR code.
Yes.
You can register. Portions of the proceeds go
let me
to
tell you. So you're gonna have to register.
John. Put up the other flyer.
Okay,
Let's
so-
really mess her up
Okay.
with the
Oh my
sponsors. There
God.
you go. How about
Oh
that one?
man. Okay.
How about that one?
All right. So as you
Campus
can see,
Enactment.
Campus Enactment is one of the major sponsors there, right? I can see. Okay. Let me say this.
There's a 50-50 raffle. There's a kids raffle. Free kids entry. Best in show. All that.
Mhm.
But the QR code, is that for donations or to register? There's a contact address on there. Jessica
Yeah,
Fisher.
so contact Jessica if you have any more questions about the car show.
Any more questions?
Because
When did we
that
start
means-
asking
Oh,
questions?
Right, you're right. Well, let me explain this part I left.
All right, go ahead. Come on now.
I left
How are you
something out.
getting? What I want to know more importantly is how
Okay.
you're getting because your logo's in this.
Okay, so let
You're
me.
getting proceeds here.
Yes, so
That's what I'm
there-
trying to tell them.
You
Anytime
right.
now.
Hold on a minute. Let me read it. Okay. So what is happening with the car show? And this is one of the reasons why they even started the car club was to be able to give back to the community. So every time they have this annual car show, they
It's a 32nd
select
annual one,
It's
I
a
believe.
32nd one.
I believe
too.
so, right?
And you know, so we're actually benefiting from this 32nd annual.
Absolutely.
Okay.
How
So
are you benefiting?
So when they raise money, they're gonna provide some of
registration.
those
People are
donations.
registered,
Mhm.
right? Okay.
So some of the proceeds are going to come to Jonathan Cares, and
Okay.
we're very excited about
In all
that.
seriousness,
But now
absolutely.
you won't be able to actually register and pay. Like you can give them your information, but you won't be actually able to pay. They changed that because they had some scam artists in
Oh.
757 trying to take folks' money. So
No.
now you can
Say
just
it ain't
pay
so,
on.
Joe.
Say it ain't so, Joe. You get to pay on site. That way they don't have to worry about the scam artists.
Okay, so then the QR code that was on the flyer is what is for
That's
nothing?
going to send them to the
to the registration.
Mhm.
Oh, it's gonna okay.
So they'll
gotcha.
get some information.
Got John, put the first flyer back up, please, sir. All right. So no, in all seriousness,
Well, now
mark your
we're back.
calendar set. Allow me to read it for you.
Okay, yeah. Get close up, close up.
Saturday, May 23rd, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yes.
Tidewater Community College of Virginia Beach, right on Princess Anne Road. Not actually, it's about 3 miles from my house. That's the weekend before Memorial Day weekend, right?
Yes. I
Is
think.
that a Saturday or Sunday?
That's a Saturday.
Saturday.
I did see that. And we got to remind them that the entry fee is $30, but you can pay $20 if you bring a 24 pack of water.
Oh, so if you donate water, who's getting the water? Is that to be donated to you guys too?
Mm-hmm. No,
or is
they're-
that for the
they're-
event?
They're donating it to somebody.
Oh, so they
else.
have their own donation thing going to.
They're
Okay.
going to donate the water to somebody who
But
needs
portions of the registration fee is going to you guys. Is that right?
water. I don't know. What? Okay.
Clifton,
They'll make-
Clifton, portions of the proceeds going to you
Yes,
guys?
Speedline will make a donation to Jonathan Cares at the end.
Okay.
Yes.
And by the way, I want to give them a pop too, is that these guys coming on my show today normally this is like a QVC. This is advertising. My airtime is very valuable when you get 80,000 views a week. So Speedline is sponsoring your appearance with me today. So I want to give them a pop as well.
Thank
Thank you, Speedline. And
Thank you.
I'll tell you what, I'll be doing a show. I'm sure that's a Saturday. So afterwards, I will try to see if my calendar will allow. I would love to come out and support the event myself, just to say hey and thank them and all that as well. So, but seriously though, even if you don't have a car to show, go out there, support, because these guys are going to get portions of the proceeds as well. So I want to thank them for doing that. Okay.
Can I say one more thing about that?
No, sorry, lady. Your time is, no, I'm only kidding. Of course you can.
Okay.
What do you need?
Well, I just wanted to say that Speedline Elite is a great car club. And as they go through trying to find sponsorships for this car show that's coming up, they're also talking to some of the people, some of those sponsors about Jonathan Cares and about the work that we're doing here.
So they're still looking for sponsors as well?
They're still looking for sponsors.
Would you connect me and the people there? Because if there's something I can do to sponsor the event, knowing it's supporting you, let's get the voice out there. Because I also do a local TV show.
Okay.
In case you haven't heard. The Voice of 757, which is on from 12:30 to 1 p.m. on Cox Cable Channel 4. Show all about Hampton Roads. So maybe we'll plug the show and everything. So please connect me with those people.
I certainly will. Right. Thank you.
You're welcome. There it is. Look at that cheesy guy. Look at that guy. Look at those dimples. My mother would be like so happy. She rests in peace up there. She and Jonathan right now are causing a stir up.
Yeah, they're doing it. They're causing that stir.
Absolutely.
Don't leave my dad out. He's doing something too.
All right. Well, let's put them all in there. So they got their own family going on in there. All right. What else we got going on? Any other events we need to talk about? Anything going on that you want to make sure we share? Because otherwise we'll just sit here quietly for the next 6 minutes doing nothing.
Well, let me just say this. So yesterday after our distribution, we got done.
Yes.
We jetted over to the Ocean View Rec Center.
Okay.
Because TD the Barber will be doing free haircuts for the children in that area.
I'm lining right up, folks.
You got me last night.
They warmed up the Clippers with Clifton, and now in comes Aaron.
So that's going to be from 2 to 5.
That's
so what we did last night was we just kind of set up a few things in the conference room. So as the families finish getting the children a haircut, they can come over there and collect a few items that they might need for their home. And the children can collect some toys and bunnies and all kind of cute
Excellent.
stuff.
I love it. I love it.
So it's one of our community giveaways.
Okay.
We're going to be doing a lot more of those this year where we're doing the community gives. So we can talk more about that going down the road. But we are very excited about what we're getting.
Anytime you have stuff like that, please make sure you get it to me so I can share it out there with the rest of the world. Just like I'm going to do right now with Elite Financial Services, because I got to get them to live read. So bear with me 1 second.
Yes, sir.
I'll be right back. Okay. Hi there, John. Put up Elite, please. If you're serious about building wealth, protecting your money, and scaling your business, and you need strategy, not just a tax preparer. Laurel Brushingham, who, by the way, will be a guest this next Saturday on this very show. She'll be sitting here with me in studio. She is the CEO of Elite Financial Services, LLC, and her team love to help individuals and entrepreneurs build financially elite lifestyles. They specialize in personal and corporate taxes, including S Corps and C Corp strategy tax planning, bookkeeping, credit repair, business credit building, proper business structuring, and securing real business funding. And for those ready to step into the industry, they teach taxes and provide professional tax software nationwide. To meet with Elite, call 717-2411. That's 757-717-2411. At Elite Financial Services, we don't just file taxes, we build financial power. Thank you, Elite Financial. Okay. You have something else there? You kind of like responded like you got some message like hot off the presses there.
Yeah, well, actually, I just wrote myself a few little notes here.
Okay, so let's make sure we cover them all.
Yeah, I just want to get my little call to action in.
Call to action.
Okay. So
would you like me to like focus the camera on you right now?
No, you got to do all that. We ain't got to go that far. Okay. So basically, I just want to say to the community out there at large, the way you can help Jonathan Cares is by going to our website, clicking on that big yellow button, and deciding to partner with us by donating monthly. Okay, listen, we're just like any other large company, and we need funding just like everybody else. We are out here working. Our toes are 10 down and the boots on the ground. So we need to be working. I need you to decide that you want to invest in us. Okay, you want to partner with us so that we can continue to build a community where all of that matters. Because we got to remember that families matter, the seniors matter, and that every struggle out there needs to be seen. Okay, because a lot of people feel like they are left behind and that nobody sees their struggle. Well, guess what? I see it. Okay, because I'm seeing the people that many people don't want to see. Okay, and these wheels that are turning, they need people like us on the ground keeping those wheels turning. So listen, if you truly want to protect the community and you want to see progress, then listen, invest in Jonathan Cares, because honey, we are doing the work. Okay, we're doing the work. I promise you, I'm doing the work. Over 7,000 pounds of food every week, baby. We're doing the work. Come on, join me. Jump on this ride. Okay, I'm through.
Do it, because I don't want to face her wrath. All right, we only have a couple of minutes left. Clifton, I'll give you a couple of minutes for your final thoughts as we say goodbye.
Well, as we come in today, we just wanted people to understand who we are and what we do.
See the message on the screen from
making
viewers?
sure that all the things that we put out there, you know, we don't, how do people say, we don't put people down. If you ask me for something and I got it, you can get it. I don't need a whole lot. Just you need it, I got it, you can get it, and see me the next time if you need something else. So we just try to push that message. We're not judgmental. We've all been somewhere at one point in time where we didn't want to be. So we just try to uplift those that are still there and try to show them a direction out. So please support Jonathan Cares if you can.
Right on. Thank you. Jamila, how about final thoughts from you?
Oh, okay. Well, they pretty much said it all, but I would ask that everybody support my parents. They've been doing this for quite some time now, and they really do get into the communities and get deep into the communities to help college students. They help families, they help seniors, they're helping literally anybody who need help. You can walk up to them and say you need something, and they're gonna go looking to see if they can find it to give it to you. So just like my mom,
a pound of 20s. You got a pound of 20s hanging around?
Yeah, I need a pound of 100.
I got you. Okay. I'm going over to Walmart to get it at the children's.
And I would like to give one special shout out to one of our very close friends and sponsors, which is Angel Place Daycare, because we love Miss Angel, and Miss Angel is always trying to help us keep everything moving. And also we help her too with her daycare. So
right on.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you,
support
Jamila.
them. Help them out.
Thank you for saying that, Jamila.
Help them out. All right. JonathanCares.org. Hit that yellow button. Donate. Look, whether it's $1, $5, it don't matter. It's all going to add up. Whatever support you can provide. Come out to the car show on the 23rd of May at TCC in Virginia Beach. If you forget all of that, just go back and watch the show again here on Facebook. You got 3 channels on Facebook. You got 3 channels on YouTube. Or tomorrow, 1 p.m., DBTV.tv is another network that has picked up my shows. You may not see this one tomorrow. You may see it in a couple of weeks, but get in the habit of looking for it. You'll find the episode that you want. And of course, again, in 30 minutes local time, Cox Cable Channel 4, the voice of 757. The show that will be airing will be my guest, Al Tuning, who's the president of the Princess Anne County, Virginia Beach Historical Society. He'll be sharing all of his wisdom, as well as answering the question I asked him on the show. What is the one coolest fact about Virginia Beach you're going to share? And what he said was, you'll just have to tune in to find out. Or after it airs on TV, you can go to the Facebook page, The Voice of 757. I will upload the video there, and you'll be able to watch it at your leisure. Find out what he shared is the most interesting fact about the Hampton Roads area. All right, everybody. Thank you all for coming in.
Thank you.
Want to thank our photographer behind the scenes back there.
Thank you, Courtney.
There you go. Oh, she does have a voice. Did you hear that little woo? Like a cat's tail getting caught under the chair. Woo! All right, everybody. You know what I'd like to say. Be kind to everybody. Why? We're all we have. See you next week right here where my guest, Laurel Brushingham, owner of Elite Financial Services, will be right there in the hot seat. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday and help Jonathan Cares. See you next time. Thank you for watching.